Hello guys, it's Chomper here doing the Weekly Blaze. So, starting earlier in the month, I'll have a July News Week later in the month, and I heard potentially Nintendo Direct, maybe we'll even do a fourth one. I don't know, this will probably be a lot of Weekly Blazes in this month. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, so, I just want to talk, honestly, I just felt like making a Weekly Blaze because why not? I was kind of bored. So I figured, you know what, I'll start one. It's almost, no, it's actually after 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Yeah. I thought I started one earlier, but I was going to rewatch Chunibyo, Domokai Hashitai, because I always do that every July around this time, but first time, because I've done it every year since 2015, I'm not doing it this year. I'll do it next year for sure, though. That might be my final rewatch season anyway, because that's also my anime streak will be ending. For context, I do this thing where I watch anime every single day. I've been going for over 9 years at this point, so next year is the end of that. I want to make it to a decade, then I'm done, and don't know if I'll do the rewatch season again. I'll probably watch the show again. I'm sure I'll watch Shinibio more after next year, but I feel like years just get so fast. It felt like I just rewatched the show last year. I kind of don't want to rewatch it already again because it feels like it just happened. So, yeah, I'm not going to. I don't want to force myself to rewatch it because I don't want to dislike the show or not have a good time watching it. That seems wrong. So I think I'll take a year off. Instead, I'm going to rewatch A Magically Brilliant Park. Show I actually liked quite a bit, but I just never rewatched, and I wanted to. So, I mean, it's around Carnival time anyway, so I figure, you know what? It's good alternative, I would say, and then we'll do Shinibio next year to kind of end off the anime streak stuff, so it'll be cool. And then by next year, I'll probably actually really want to watch it, so it'll be even better, I'd say. But because I'm not gonna have to watch 26 episodes plus a movie in the span of 3 days, and only have to watch 12 episodes in 3 days, I'll have more time to actually record. So I figure I might as well. So a couple things to talk about today, I guess. Aside from that and the fact that I'm recording. So I'm gonna go through my kind of schedule. I usually do this on my news weeks, but I just feel like it because it's interesting. So going back, the last week of the Blaze ended on June 14th, I believe. Yeah, okay, June 14th. So, since then, I have made some more videos, so... Let's see, Fox Brush came out, the news video, I mean, it hadn't come out yet, but it was pretty obvious that it would. No, it came out on the 14th, yeah, okay. Let's see. Did my Beyblade X collection video, did the Promo 6 Tabernacle video, Weekly Blaze, Switch 2 unboxing, okay. So I also did let's see, my Bakugan Bakutech collection. It just came out the 30th, which is yesterday, so that's crazy, but yeah. It was one of the two videos in celebration of my kind of 10-year adventure into Bakutech, and that was kind of the lesser of them, since I didn't get my Bakugan until the 7th, which is really important, I would say. It's bigger than just looking at them and ordering them on the 30th, so... It's the lesser of the videos, it's out now, that's nice. I figure I should probably do it. I actually did a couple in the past. I did one in August 15, which is just first couple orders of Bakugan. Then I did one in February of 16, which actually had a lot of stuff. This one has more, and I'd say some more interesting stuff as well. Also armors, since I didn't have any armors back then, so... I think that video went pretty well. Seems to be doing decently so far. Bakutech stuff always is slow to get views, though. It's interesting. Beyblade stuff, I usually get, let's just say I get 100 views on a Beyblade video. That happens in, 2 days, and then, after that, I usually get, 10 more views in, the span of another month, and it kind of just doesn't do much after that. Bakugan, it'll get, 10 views in a day, and then, I check back a week later, it's oh, it's at 20. I check back, a year later, it's oh, it's at, 200. How'd that happen? So... it's fine, but yeah. Also, for June, I did a Balmain video, Magazines Are Overpowered, Balmain discussion. That one, I really wanted to make a Balmain video, but I didn't know what to do. I feel like this one felt a little forced, but I did it anyway, and it also means I've kind of made discussions, at least around types. It was kind of centered around speed types. I've done one for control types and multi-types last September, so just power types to do now. Talk about that in a bit, but for Beyblade, I did the Drop Tech Battle set, so I was actually not going to get the set until my birthday in September, but I genuinely just found $100 I didn't even know I had. I'm like, where did I get this from? So I had $100 extra that no, I had something. You know, I'll use half that to buy the set. Why not? So I got Wyvern Hover at least. But yeah, that just came out, and then we also got God Abilities, Perfectly Introduced Gimmicks, Beyblade Discussion. Kind of a new sub-series of videos I'll be doing. There's 5 of them. This is the first of them, so that's cool. Glad to at least do that. More burst stuff. I think my solution for videos is to do more burst and metal fight stuff. Not all the time, but a bit more, because, man, Beyblade X, it just hasn't been hidden. I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't been, so. Not as interesting. I will still do unboxings, still make videos, but like larger discussions are just hard to have on it, so I really want to try and do some more burst metal fight. Not all the time, but just sometimes, at least give myself something else to talk about. It's helpful, but yeah. Speaking of, we also have the weird evolution of the hybrid wheel system, Beyblade Discussion. This is the last video for June to talk about here. Yeah, this one happened. I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, I kind of did a Season 1 video back in May of 2023. Then I did my Zero G video in September of last year. And now we have Metal Fight Explosion 1. I thought it was actually a pretty good video. I thought it turned out well. But that means I have to do a 4D video at some point. But yeah, another video there. I actually think June was the best month I've had so far this year. First half was fine, but latter half I think I was kind of cooking, not going to lie. And I think that's continuing into July. Good news is that I actually had quite a few videos for July. In fact, I had so many that I decided to hold off on a couple, because I don't want to put all of them in one month, so I have a couple of videos for August, I guess. And it's always a good sign when I have so many videos that I don't know what to make, and I'm like, well, I got to hold off on a couple, so it's always good. Anyway. So for July, let me go through my schedule here. First up, Weekly Blaze. Well, I have July News Week, but I guess I'm doing this one too. For Bottlemen, I have Are Power Types Unique Enough? Bottlemen discussions. I'm going to talk about, power types, talk about their, because with the thing is with power types is that their whole thing was like kind of having unique cores instead of, like accessories. So I'm going to talk about how interesting I think they were if they did enough. So that should be fun, I guess. I don't know. It's another video that's a little bit awkward, but I think it's interesting enough. I've done a lot of Bottlemen stuff already. I'm like kind of like I don't know what to do anymore, because I made a lot of videos while Bottlemen was still going, and now I'm kind of like, well, now I gotta really, really try and think of stuff, because there's not a whole lot else. So I'm trying my best to keep things afloat. But yeah, I would say there's gonna be probably like 4 or 5 videos total for Bottlemen this year, honestly, but it's better than none. Anyway, Beyblade, we have quite a few videos, so probably before the 7th, because the 7th is a specific video, but I'll have Beyblade Quetzalcoatl 90 WF unboxing. Yeah, Metal Fight Bay. I have the silver one, but I always wanted the original version, so I'm getting a regular Quetzalcoatl, which is really cool. Very excited for that. That should be here apparently the 2nd, so that'll be nice to get. Again, very much looking forward to that, so that'll be nice, and I might get more Metal Fight stuff in the future. We'll see, but yeah. Couple things I kind of want to get. We'll see if I get them or not, but you know what? It'll be cool. A couple Zero-G bays I want, because I have the Hasbro versions, and they look a lot worse than the Takatomi versions. Some of them I don't really care about, they're fine. Other ones just look bad, so I want to get the proper versions of them. And then I think I'm good. No, I need Counter Leon from Season 1. Season 2, I gotta get the Attack and Defense set at some point, which is going to be rough to buy. But yeah, aside from that, 4D, I need Hell Crown. And then there's pre-hybrid wheel bays, which I really want to get all of them. I really do, but some of those I think it's Aries, Pisces, Aquario, Virgo, Libra. Those are the problems. The other ones are fine. So I already have Pegasus, El Durango, Capricorn, I'll have Quetzalcoatl in original colors. And I think that's there's like 6 others, which all would be pretty easy to get, but yeah, those 5, I don't know. Because I also want all of them to be like a mint, so that's also difficult, but yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway. The other video that should be before the 7th is Beyblade Samurai Steel 570 GF unboxing. So the Takatomi version of Samurai Steel, why not? I mean, I figured I'd ordered it. I figured I'd order it, so, you know. Went ahead and did that. Also, we have some more unboxings here. We have Beyblade Triceratops M85BS unboxing. Probably next week, I think. I don't know. We'll see when that comes, but yeah. Also, we have, Beyblade Pegasus Blast ATR unboxing, Beyblade Cerberus Flame W580 WB unboxing, and Beyblade Whale Flame M385 HT unboxing. These will be late in the month. I will have some videos scheduled for, really late in the month, just in case these don't come in time. Let's say, get delayed to August for me, because Beyblade stuff's been taking a while, so we'll see. But if something go all fine, then I'll have quite a few videos coming out in late July, around the same time, mid to late July, and then those 2 videos will end off the month probably. Also, I'll have another unlisted video, which will be Beyblade Rain Booster Volume 7 unboxing, commons only, kind of like what I did with Volume 6. So since I bought a full set, I will do an unboxing of the commons, where I go through and just unbox the other 4, and I'll make the recolor of Cerberus Flame. That'll be fun. So yeah, just like last time, we'll have that, and then the 2 other unboxings. Just hopefully this time, when I get them, I don't end up in the hospital. That'd be ideal. I don't want to do that again. So yeah. We also have the news discussion, as per usual. Also, a couple other discussions here. First up, 4D was peak MFB, Beyblade discussion. I don't know if I'll title it that or not, but yeah. There's the 4D discussion. I will talk about it, so yeah. And then also, Chosette's lackluster gimmicks, Beyblade discussion. So, I will be doing more of the burst gimmick videos. This time we'll be talking about Chosette's, going through it. It'll be fun, I think. Yeah, so the 4D videos, less of the Metal Fight videos like that, which I'll have to think of more stuff for Metal Fight. And then, for Burst, this is the second of the 5, so I'll probably do those monthly, I think, we'll see, but yeah, and then, anyway, I do have one more video, but I don't know which one I'm going to make yet, because I have 3 of them. One will be this month, the other 2 will be next month, so one is just my Metal Fight collection, that'll just be, as is, just, okay, Metal Fight collection, sure. I haven't done that in a while. It's not even that different. I've only a few more bays since the last time I've done one, but I haven't done one in a nicer style, so yeah. The other one would be basically, I think I said BX needs to die, Beyblade discussion. I wouldn't title it that, but basically, just talking about BX. I think I'm going to wait till August for this one. This is probably the least likely to be this month, but basically just I want to talk about BX and why I think it needs to go. It needs to go. I think that there's no point to it, but we'll get to that, I guess. And then also, the video that I think I'll do this month of these few is my thoughts on mid-fakes, Beyblade discussion. Talk about mid-fakes. That'll be a time. That won't be. I don't see that video going too well, but why not? Just go for it anyway, I guess, just to see what happens. And the last video for the month is the one that's actually coming out July 7th, and that is Bakugan Bakutech tier list. So, I've been talking about this video for the longest time. I first thought about it in 2019, but I was like, oh, I need to get everything else, and I did in 2021. And I was like, I want to do it in 2021, but then I didn't have everything yet, so I had to get everything. I did all that, and I was like, I'll do it in 2022. Didn't, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll do this whole thing where I go doing the reviews monthly in 2023, then in December, after, because that's the only month I didn't have one, so I'll do it there, and then I didn't, and then 2024, I was like, I'll do it sometime this year, and along with the Armor's video, the Armor's video did come out, but this one didn't. And finally, in November, when I finally made my whole Bakutech, schedule, I'm like, I'll do this on July 7th of 2025 to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of getting my first, haul of Bakutech stuff, and good news is, it's done. The video has been recorded. There were like 3 hours of raw footage. That was something, and a lot of it was just like Dead Space though, so that wasn't like too crazy. But that was recorded on a Friday night, so a few days ago at this point. And Saturday night, I edited the whole thing. It took 7 hours. Was not fun, but I did it, and so yeah, the video is just scheduled now. It comes out in like 6 days, but yeah, I finished it. That's fun, and I think it's only, I want to say it's like 20 seconds under an hour. So I did keep it under an hour, which is kind of crazy because I did not think I was going to, but I did. That's nice, and yeah, I might make a better thumbnail for it though, because the one right now kind of sucks. So I might actually try a little bit more on that. We'll see. I don't know. I have a few days to at least figure that out, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, that's there. Last thing I'll talk about though, video game stuff. I kind of want to go back to collecting retro games. I think not heavily. Like I probably won't get anything till my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, but not even retro. Just getting games in general again that aren't just like modern games or whatever. I don't know, but like I have a list of games that I want to get. I might try and get some Wii games actually, because there's a few that I'm missing, like Skyward Sword, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. There's one other. Oh yeah, Pikmin 2. Okay, so per Pikmin, well, I gotta get Pikmin 4 on Switch at some point, but I got Pikmin 1 on GameCube, I got Pikmin 3 on Wii U. I thought it'd be cool to get Pikmin 2 on Wii, then 4 on Switch, and presumably we'd get Pikmin 5 at some point on Switch too. So it'd be like cool to just have like the whole line like that. I don't know, but yeah. So I might get those 4 games. Shouldn't be too expensive. I might try and get those 4 for my birthday. And then I don't know what else. Like maybe one other game. Maybe like I was thinking maybe Kirby Superstar on SNES. That could be cool. Or maybe I go all in and get Wario Worlds on GameCube. That's like $90, but could be. I don't know. We'll see. Just a few things I want, but yeah. Because like there's just there's certain games I want. There's not a ton, but there are some. I think I had like 16 games that I'm like really want. Okay, let's just pull the damn list. I don't know why I keep talking about it. Like I don't have a whole list here. I mean, I have different categories. Like there's of course games that I would want, but I'm not gonna go crazy for. That's like most of the list, but So for Game Boy, I got Super Mario Land 1. I have Land 2. I don't know why I don't have Land 1. I also have Metroid 2. Just those games. SNES, Donkey Kong Country 2. I have 1 and 3. I don't have 2. And then Kirby Superstar. For Game Boy Advance, just the Metro games. So Metro Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission. GameCube, Wind Waker. I have Wind Waker HD, but I want the original. And then also Wario World. DS, New Super Mario Bros. I don't know how I don't have this game. And also Metroid Prime Hunters, and then for Wii, Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, Pikmin 2. Also, I just mentioned a couple other games that I would probably want as well, but yeah. Anyway. And then for 3DS, just Yoshi's New Island. For Wii U, New Super Mario Bros. U. Somehow I don't have this game. Then Switch, I have Pikmin 4 and Echoes of Wisdom, so just some games I want. Nothing crazy, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I get some of those. It'd just be cool to get like an older game because I haven't gotten anything like any cartridge based stuff. Not counting like Switch obviously, but like any like older cartridge based stuff since August of 2018, right before I started my senior year of high school, when I went to the flea market and got Bubsy and Lester the Unlikely, which are kind of like massive L choices. I feel to like end things off on. So I mean, there's a couple more games I need to get, so, Maybe I'll get Donkey Kong Country 2 and Kirby Superstar, and I don't know, I gotta figure out how I want to do this. I don't want to get, like, all games, but I want to get some for sure. I want to get some of the Metal Fight bays. I don't know if I'll get any Bayblade X stuff. I might get, like, one bay or something, but, maybe, like, one also cool, like, burst bay, like, in Gold Excalibur, potentially. Beyond that, though, games and Metal Fight are like my main priorities. Also anime stuff, I guess, but like that, I think There's a few things that I do. Oh, damn, I don't know. I gotta think about this because there's quite a few things that I want, but I think probably the Dandadan and Chainsaw Man limited editions I'll get. Other than that, I don't know. I think December will probably be heavily anime because I might do Call of the Night limited edition there, and then the free run limited edition that's very expensive. Then I might do both of these Sailor Moon manga box sets. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta think about this stuff. So, I mean, I could also just buy some of these things myself. But like, do I want to though? Because Baylex X costs money to buy and keep up with. So these are like my more fun things. And also, there's games coming out this year. There's like 8 games I want coming out. Like, yeah, Sonic Crossworlds. I'll probably get that for my birthday. It comes out like 4 days after, but who cares? Close enough. And then Splatoon Raiders, that got announced. I really want that. Kirby Air Raiders, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends ZA, Rhythm Heaven, Tomodachi Life. And I mean, I think I'm gonna get Bonanza day one. Pokemon and Kirby definitely day one. Sonic will get day one. That's more of a birthday present, so whatever. I mean, I want Metroid day one. I just don't think I want to buy a 5th game day one. So. Yeah, anyway. The other stuff I can probably wait on, it's fine, but... Yeah, oh wait, no, Splatoon. I also gotta get Splatoon on day one. Yeah, it's crazy, but... A lot of games, we'll see what happens, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll talk more in this weekly Blaze. It's only Tuesday, so I kind of want to go to bed now. It's 10:30 a.m., so anyways, that's all for today, so I'll be back eventually in this week. Alright, it is now Wednesday, I think, or is it Thursday? It's one of the days. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. It's like 10 p.m. Yeah, sorry, my days are all mixed up right now because it's 4th of July weekend. That's just what happens. So, package. I'm going to open this up and take a look at what's inside. Make sure everything is all good and, yeah, I always like when I get packages when I'm recording weekly plays. It's just nice to, I don't know, talk about, but yeah. I might also revive Blaze Talks. I'm thinking about it because I have things I want to talk about. It wouldn't be a common thing, but, yeah. Just a couple I wanted to talk about. A couple things I want to talk about. So I might revive that series. We'll see. One on Bakugan, well, Bakutech collecting. The other one would be on like video game collecting. It'll be interesting, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. Talk more about that later on the Weekly Blaze, probably, but for now, I'm just struggling to open this package as per usual because they use a ton of tape, and that's really not ideal, but yeah, I'm about to just start stabbing this thing, I'm not gonna lie. It's why is there so much tape right here, but whatever, I'll just... There we go, hopefully I didn't destroy anything inside. As I drop my scissors, everything is going horribly right now. Okay. So, go ahead and just start destroying at this point, because that doesn't want to cooperate with me. Which is annoying, but alright, I got it close enough. Probably. The other side's also very taped, so that's going to also be its own project, but yeah. Wish they wouldn't tape the hell out of these boxes, that'd be great. Like, I don't mind good packaging, but like, it's just... You don't have to do this, you know, it's fine, like, a bunch of tape's not really helping anyone here, so, anyway. Finally got that stuff out. It took 84 years, but there it is. So, let's see, yeah, anyway. I believe it's just that, so I'll go ahead and open this up. And we'll see what we get. Hopefully everything is in here properly, but, you know, again, we'll find out. But should be Samurai Steel, the Takatomi version, as well as from Metal Effects Pre-Hyper-Real Kotal. This tape is very, very loud. I'm just going to start cutting what's way too loud for me to want to... Okay, no, I got it all. Okay. So, let's see. Is everything correct? Okay, come on now. We don't have to do all that. Okay. So here is this, which I can just take out of this if it would actually work, but you know. There we go. Alright, so. Yep. So we got this BX00 Tilt Samurai Steel by the 570 GF right there. So that's nice. So cool. And then the other thing inside here should be Quetzalcoatl, which is also nice. This I believe I can open. I don't want to open this too much, just in case I don't know what they packed this in. So I'll open this up, but if it was packed in something, or it wasn't packed in anything else except for this, then I'll just close it again. But we will. Well, I'm gonna find out here, I guess. So I want to do an unboxing on this, but why is nothing like cooperating today? It's really getting annoying at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Tape. Okay. Thank you, tape, for existing. Not really, because it's like making. Okay, I'm just cutting this at this point. This packing. Okay. There we go. Finally, Jesus. Why was that so annoyingly packed? Like, come on. Also slightly annoyed as well because I had to wait, like, 10 minutes to record this because fireworks were constant outside. Like, 4th of July is cool, but it's like the one downside. People don't know how to shut up, so. After today, I'm not recording, until, like, the 6th or after, because the 5th is a Sunday. No, 5th is a Saturday, so, like, people are still gonna be out doing stuff, and, the 6th, okay, that night, maybe, also, on the morning of the 7th, my Baltic video coming out, yeah. But this is pre-have a real Quetzalcoatl, which is nice. I'm glad to have it, so. Yeah, 4th of July time, it's not ideal to record, it's the 2nd, so I'm not recording more today. Well, except for Weekly Blaze. Weekly Blaze is fine. But, don't want to record more tomorrow, or Friday, or Saturday. I mean, like, I'm sure dead of night when I record is probably fine, but I don't want to either. I'm just not going to. With these videos, I'll have videos for the 4th and the 6th, and then the box video is the 7th, so I'm good anyway. We're fine, there's no need to try and rush any videos out, so no problems there. Anyway. Well, I'm going to go ahead and probably open these up. I have my table and whatnot set up. I don't know why I didn't just record at my table, but whatever. So I'm going to go and get the bays I need, and I will go ahead and do that, and hopefully those videos go fine. Hopefully there's not a bunch of noise, but I guess I'm going to find out. Alright, it is now Saturday, or I guess technically Sunday at about 2:30 a.m. So last couple of the week, kind of a weird week. I decided to record and then just didn't do a whole lot with said recording, but it's fine. These are unlisted, so I can just kind of record whenever. It doesn't matter too much, but anyway. I thought about doing more like video game collecting talk, but I think I might actually make that into a Blaze Talks, and then also do a Blaze Talks for Bakugan. I don't know when those will be, but I think I might do that, and then that'll be interesting, I guess. As far as other videos go, I think for that kind of weird video, because I was talking about like a mid-fake video or like a Metal Fight collection, I think I'm going to do the BX video. I think I really want to do the BX video. So that'll be interesting, but after that, yeah, I think that's it. So I still don't have Triceratops. Hasn't even shipped, so I am unfortunately gonna have to be done with that place that I order from usually, because it's been bad. It's been like, order from there has been pretty abysmal. It's been like, Bay comes out, used to be like within like a few days, like usually like about Monday or Tuesday you had the Bay. Like, it was really quick, so that would have been, what, This will have been June, I think, actually. Like, what, the 29th, I think? No, the 30th, or the 1st. So that would have been nice, but then it kind of just kept getting longer, and it was like, oh, well, now it's like later in the week, and kind of was how it used to be, where it was maybe like that Friday or Saturday. Not too bad, though. It still would have been, well, I guess not the 4th, it would have been the 5th, but you know. But here we are, and it's, well, technically Sunday, and mail doesn't come Sunday by the time it ships out. It's gonna be like almost 2 weeks after the thing released, so I'm done. I'm not ordering from there anymore because they have been so painfully slow, and I know why. I don't want to say where I order from. I don't want to give promotion or flack to this place. Just very neutral on them, and but I know why they've gotten, I guess you'd say, more people ordering from them, and yeah, I'm done because this is insane. I mean, it's been taking like 2+ weeks to get the base at this point. Like, I know Scorpio Spear took forever. It wasn't horrible, but it was kind of bad, and yeah, I mean, Hell's Reaper, that RP took forever to get, and Triceratops is going to take forever. The thing is, too, is Triceratops isn't even a hyped up release. Like, this isn't a release that a lot of people are probably getting. People are getting, obviously. It's still, like, you know, selling well, I'd assume, but, like, I did not order Pegasus Blast or the Random Booster from this place. I couldn't imagine. I would not be getting those till August for sure, so yeah, I'm done. That said, I think that, I don't know where I was actually going with that. I don't know why I said I think. I don't know what else there was to say, but yeah, I need to order from somewhere else, I guess. So time to find a new place, unfortunately, but yeah, anyway. Hoping I get it this week. By like Thursday or something. It's still really late, but... So I'm gonna do 2 videos, I think, the 11th and the 12th. I'll probably record them this week, I don't know when, but yeah. And then I'll do a video on the 14th and then the 18th. So a lot to record. One of those, the first of those will be Triceratops. I don't know which video that'll be, but it's not here by the 14th, then it'll be the 16th, or the 17th. And if it's not here by the 17th, then it's just later in the month, apparently. The 18th will be the news week. It will be 2 days late this week, or this month, because they're doing like a crossover bay on the 17th, like the reveal for it. Which is, I think for me, it's like the night of the 16th, but still would mess with my usual upload time, so it'll be the 18th instead. So Triceratops will be one of those videos before, and then 2 others. I don't know which 2 I'll do. Maybe the bottom, and actually, probably the bottom one. I don't know which ones I want to do yet. Actually, no, I think doing 2 videos would be a massive mistake. I probably shouldn't do that, because I want to have a decent stock of videos, like have 3 videos for late July, just in case I don't get Pegasus Blast and Cerberus Flame in time. But, that way I can still at least spread videos every few days and have things for July in case those aren't here till August. But if they are here by August, then we're good. But, anyway, okay, I'll probably do one video. It'll be the 11th or the 12th, and, or unless it's Triceratops, then it'll be one of those days. I haven't decided which day I want to do yet, but, it'll be one of them, and then the 14th hopefully will be Triceratops if it's not here yet, and then if I already got it for the 11th or 12th, then the other video will be the 14th, and the video I'll do early before the news week will be that BX video. BX, you know, whatever I call it, about, you know, BX just being axed, and kind of why I don't like the way they're doing the lines in this. I've talked about this before, but I haven't made a dedicated video to it, so I want to do that, and I think it'll be pretty interesting. So, that should be fun. Also, there was some Beyblade news, so we actually already know what the main bay for next month's set is for the August UX deck, which is Shark Scale. So it'll be a new Shark for the UX deck, which is pretty cool. Not upset at all about, you know, Maiden getting a UX bay, I think. I don't like how lines are, obviously, but I think a UX, hopefully it has an interesting gimmick. I hope it's not just nothing, so we'll see, but yeah. It'll be interesting to look at least. So it's called Shark Scale. We don't know the parts. We don't know the bits, which is good. I actually am glad we don't know the parts yet. I don't like when things get leaked too early, so At least we have some time before that happens. We also don't know what the BX booster is. I don't have much hope for it, but yeah. Also very curious about the other bases that'll be in the deck set. Again, we don't know what those are. Those won't be for a little while. It's still like, well, let's say technically the 6th now. So yeah, we still have like a week left at least till we find that stuff out. But anyway, so that'll be cool. We'll find out that stuff. I won't do predictions here because it doesn't really matter. I'll do those next week. And might start early next week. Well, this coming week I won't be doing weekly plays, I don't think. Unless if there's Nintendo Direct, which apparently they're supposed to be July 1 at some point. At least that's what the rumors are saying. They're not like confirmed rumors, though. These are like the usual rumors. But sometimes they lead to good things, and I do think that a July... They have to do a Direct soon, right? There has to be a July Direct, I think, because no shot you wait till September when you don't have Metroid Prime 4's date confirmed yet, and... I mean, I think they gotta do some Mario Kart World updates pretty badly, and then Kirby Air Raiders does nothing. I don't think you wait till September for this stuff. I think also Switch is brand new. You know, Switch 2 just came out. Not even... No, it has been a full month at this point. I was gonna say not even a month ago, but no, it has been a month, but still, barely a month. And I think this is a good time to ramp things up again, because the Switch 2 came out. Hype is, died down to some degree. People obviously are still trying to get it. Stores are struggling, but this is the point, okay, it's been a month, things are selling down, you have Donkey Kong coming out, you really want to build hype. I mean, there's still hype for Switch 2, of course, but you want to build up more hype, and I think that this would be a good way to do it. Also, people have eyes on Nintendo, and oh, hey, Donkey Kong's about to come out, cool, let's get that, or it just came out, whenever they do the Direct, I don't know, but if the Direct is next week, I will do a Weekly Blaze next week as well. And if I do a Weekly Blaze next week, I guess I'll just do another one after the news week for no reason, but, yeah, if not, I'll just do 2 this month, and we'll be chill, but... Unless the Direct week is, I guess, end of July, then I'll do it there. But anyway, that'll be interesting. But yeah, I am really hoping we get a Direct at some point because we really, really need one. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Assuming it does happen, I hope it does, because again, there's a lot of stuff we really need to know more about. And sooner rather than later. Also, Mario has its 40th anniversary this year. Where's anything for that? So... Because, I mean, they have Mario Kart World, but they didn't, market it as a 40th anniversary thing, and they definitely would have, so where is something for that? I don't know. Are they hiding a huge game from us? Who knows? But still, I am very much looking forward to whatever we get, whenever we get it, but hopefully soon. I think that might be it for this week. I feel like I had something else to say, but I might not have. But yeah, oh yeah, I might start next week a little early, because I think it starts on, the 13th? The 13th. So I might start like a day early just to, get my predictions and stuff, just so we're good, and have stuff ready, and then in the week we'll get to the news and whatnot. But yeah, after that though, oh yeah, tomorrow is the 7th, which is important because that is my 10-year anniversary of Bakutech stuff. Wild, that's been 10 years. Again, I want to do a whole Bakugan, like a whole Blaze Talks video on that, and where I just talk about my Bakutech collection journey, just the entire story of it, and that'll be fun. But yeah, anyway. So the tier list finally gets to go up. I made that video, well, I planned it out. I planned the idea, and I made the tier list in 2000... Well, I thought of the idea in 2019. I made the tier list in 2020, but it was a bit blind, because it was still missing 4 Bakugan. Actually, no, 5 Bakugan at the time, because I was about to get Twin Doper, didn't have it when I made the initial one. Then I revised it as I got them, and then I had one in 2022 ready to go. I never used it. Then I had another one in 2023 that I never used. I made another one in 2024 that I also didn't use. And I finally made some small revisions because I felt like I was basing my old lists on that 2024 list on the old ones too much, which I don't think was good enough. I made a good one I was happy with in December, and sitting on it for a while, and then it was June? It was 2 weeks ago almost at this point where I actually sat down to record the whole video. Then last week, it was over a week ago at this point, I think, or just about a week ago, where I edited the entire thing, and no, it was exactly a week ago. It was Saturday night into Sunday, and that was painful. It took over 7 hours. That video took over 10 hours to make between recording and editing. You count the tier list planning and stuff, it was probably over 15, but yeah, it was not fun to make. I made an actual thumbnail for it, by the way, which is crazy, so That's something. It's not a good thumbnail. It's just I never make real thumbnails, so it's shocking, I guess. But yeah, it's an actual thumbnail, which again, shocking. I know it's literally just a picture I took of Sextabnel when I first got it, which I just thought looked like a nice picture, and then I have the actual tier list like, that I made from Tier Maker, and then just a title underneath. It's not a really good looking thumbnail, but it's better than anything I usually get, so it's fine. It's doable. It works. You know, it's not good. Just it works. It's better than a random screenshot of the video, like what I usually do. So I don't like making crazy thumbnails personally. I could have made this more appealing, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I still like the vibe of like crazy thumbnails personally. I just like my weird nondescript ones. I don't know. I don't really want to make crazy thumbnails. It just doesn't appeal to me. So, but regardless, that video goes up tomorrow, which I'm excited about. So, yeah, tomorrow around this time, it'll be almost 2 hours away, which is crazy. So that video, I really, really hope it does well. Okay, no, it doesn't have to do that well. I don't care if it does well. Okay, 100 views. That is my usual sign of a video did well for my standards. I hope it gets over 200 views. That is my, like, really big hope. Maybe cope even, but, if not, I would be still happy if it gets over 100 views. That's fine. Didn't go crazy, like didn't go as crazy, but still did well. That's good. I'd be okay if it gets at least 50 views. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's not bad. Over 50. I mean, I'll take it. It took over 10 hours, but it's at least like people, watched it. If it gets under 50 though, I won't be too happy about that one. I'm not gonna lie. If it gets under 10, I'm just like, okay, this is rough. But I don't think it'll get under 10. I highly doubt that. I think it'll probably hit 50. I think 100, I don't know. Because I don't know how to base this, because it's like, how long do I wait till I say, like, okay, hit this number of views? Like, I'm not going to sit there and mean, like, 2 years from now, it's like, oh, it finally hit 100. Like, no, I mean, within a reasonable time frame, maybe like a week or so. My box check videos do tend to, they're weird, because sometimes they get a lot of views right away, other times they don't at all, and they get, like, 4 views, and, like, a month later, it's still at, like, 4. But over time, they will collect more views. So Bakutech is good for that. It does always. They always collect views over time because barely anyone does Bakutech like at all. Like it's pretty dire at this point, and most Bakutech videos at this point are just people being like, "Oh hey, look at these cool things," and like they don't really do much more. It's just like an unboxing of something, and like I've already covered this Bakutech multiple times, and I've I also have a ton of other videos on Bakutech that aren't just like, look at those cool things. My unboxings were kind of like that, which is fair. I don't hate people who do that or anything. It's fine. It's just like, I'm just saying we don't really get much in-depth stuff anymore, which kind of sucks. I think there's only been like 4 people, probably more than 4 actually, but I think, well no, 5 people I could think of that have done anything that's more than just like that in recent times. And more than just like a once or twice, I think there was like, not even just in recent times, like I think of 4 other people who've done anything with any depth. Well, maybe 6 of us, I think, because there's Joystick Jesse, who's a big Bakugan YouTuber. He's done some Bakutech stuff, not often, but he's made a couple decks, I think, which is good. And then there was also a guy. This is pretty recent. Voidheart, I think his name was. Voidheart Studios. He does a lot of Nerf stuff, but he did some Bakutech stuff, which was cool to see. But he hasn't done it in a while, and there wasn't a lot of them, but I thought the videos were pretty good, so hopefully he does more, because he's like the most recent person to even touch Bakutech, I think, aside from me. Maybe Jesse's done more, I don't know, but still, I know those who have done stuff recently. Besides from that, there was like Beat Up Later, who did stuff way back in the day, like, he started like almost like, I don't even know if it was a month after I started, it was like pretty quickly after I started. And his videos were good, especially for the time. I think that's also another thing to keep in mind is like, obviously, Bakutech stuff. There's a lot of people, not a lot, but some people who did it a long time ago videos nowadays aren't as great. I think his hold up decently well, but for the time they were great. Just, things change. I mean, people know more about Bakutech nowadays, so Aside from that, there was also the detective. I know he did some stuff which was solid, and then he did this. It was I think it was 2020 into early 2021. It was like his Bakutech recap series. It was actually really good, like really really good, and unfortunately he just didn't keep that going. And I think there was like 10 or 11 of those, and unfortunately, yeah, I don't even think he does YouTube anymore. Those were really good when they were going, and then also of course made Last Boss or Baku Blitz, who is like the only other person I could think of who's actually done Bakutech like pretty heavily like me. His videos were really good. His videos are definitely better than my older ones for sure. He did a lot of reviews. He didn't do every single Bakugan though. I think, but I don't know. He came back a couple times to do some stuff. I know he did his own tier list a couple of years back, and I don't know if he'll ever do or if he'll ever come back to do more reviews. I hope he does, because again, we're kind of like Bakutech YouTube right now is in some dire need of more people. It's not been looking too good. Like in terms of people who do it on a somewhat consistent basis, it's literally just me at this point. And it's not looking too good. So I do hope that more people pick it up, because again, there were some people who've done stuff. They just haven't kept going, or they do it more occasionally, which is fine. I just hope that we get more boxing YouTube videos, because again, it's not looking great right now. Although I kind of get why there isn't, because they're so expensive. But yeah. Beyond that, where was I going with this? Why was I talking about all this? I was talking about Blackjack YouTube or something. I don't know why I even brought this up, actually. I think I was talking about something that just like shifted gears and now we're here. But yeah. I know there's a funny thing where if you actually search on Google like best Blackjack YouTuber, it of course has to be polite and say, there's no best, but like I think it mentions my channel, and I'm the only one it mentions, and I think it's because I'm the only one with like a Bakutech description in their YouTube bio at this point. I think literally no one else does that anymore, because it's kind of dead. So, like by default, it's just me at this point. So hopefully, I mean, we need more people doing this stuff. But that's also kind of why I wanted to level up my Bakutech videos, because like if we're getting like one person doing this even remotely consistently, like I want them to actually be good videos, because like my old unboxings were terrible. Like actually, I looked back on my first few, because I'm like, it was around the 10-year anniversary, and I'm like, oh, these were bad. Like, these were really bad. Like, the Dragon Legend set one's, like, barely passable. The other ones from, like, the day before were terrible. And my unboxings were really, really bad. My reviews, some of them were wrong, which is why I redid them, but when they weren't wrong, they were decent, I would say. They're not better than, like, any of the other people I mentioned, but they were decent enough, and over time I've definitely gotten better. Like I think the 16 videos were really not much better, but I came back to 2018. Those reviews are solid. My audio was terrible, but the videos were solid. Same, I mean 19, I think was better. I think the Griff Deck video is actually pretty decent. 2020 videos were pretty good, I would say. Same with 21. Well, those were just unboxings that were just kind of there, but the boxings at least kept things on camera. That was helpful. And then 22 was actually like, this is where I'd say we're like really getting closer to nowadays standards. And same with like 23, 24. 24, I think I kind of popped off. I'm not gonna lie. I think from then till now, I've been kind of popping off with videos. I think at this point, would I say I have the best Bakutech videos on YouTube? Maybe. I think I could see that, but there's two things about that. First up, it's because again, things evolve over time, and because it's kind of just me doing it consistently, it's more so by default, not because I'm actually like doing anything crazy. And also it's because I am the only one. All I'm doing right now, and well, there are other videos, again, things have evolved over time, and I'm the only one who's still doing it, so it's kind of just a default thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think if you averaged out my videos, that I'm not the best at it, but I think in terms of the past year or two, maybe. Potentially. Anyway. I don't know. I think my box set videos have been actually like good, which is good to say. I usually don't say that about my videos. A lot of the time I'll be like, they're okay, but Bakutech videos I think have actually been going pretty well. I'm happy with them. Yeah, because last year, I mean, I had some good ones last year. Like there was the mono attribute deck one, which is fun. I did all four of the systems. That was cool. The armors video I think was really good. Bakutech Misconceptions video I think is still one of the best videos on YouTube for Bakutech. Potentially the best, not because it was like well made or well structured. It's just that a lot of this information is really obscure and no one else is going to do it, so someone has to. So I did that. Then I did all the Armors reviews, which were fine, and then I did the missing BattleTech releases, which I think was a solid video, plus the best BattleTech game. Best BattleTech game. I don't like that one as much, but it was still decent. And then this year, though, we had, of course, well, I did some extras. Like there was a Drythrone video. I guess Drythrone kind of had like different videos throughout different months. There's the unboxing and the review. The unboxing was okay. The review was pretty decent, and then the other one was the April Fool's video, which is a meme. But anyway, but the actual videos, like the 1 per month videos that I mean to do, also the Sextile video exists as well, but that was the other kind of extra video for a month, and that one, I actually think the Sextile video is like pretty good, and then the main videos, of course we have 6 of them so far out, which BattleTech Stats I think was actually a really good video, then there's the deck ranking, which I think was also pretty good. The decks we should have gotten, I think that discussion was actually solid. I think it was at least an interesting thought. And then the budget BattleTech video, that's also a really good video. Again, I think structurally it was pretty solid, but I think, again, just a useful video for people. And then How Darkest dominated BattleTech was a pretty good one, I think. It was at least interesting. Shocked I made that one I did, because I was really just recovering from surgery at that point. I'm surprised I actually made that competently. BattleTech Collection, this video is weird. It's a decent video, but people like collections, so in that sense I think I did a really good job, but it's also just a collection, so for people who don't care, who cares? I think the tier list turned out really well. I think the kind of starts at different Bakugan or tiers are a little awkward, because I feel like I didn't use enough of a variety of transitional words, but beyond that I think it was a really good video. Finally it's coming out. It feels like it's been sitting there forever. I feel like 4th of July time always just feels very grand, so it feels like it's a lot longer than it actually is. So finally coming out tomorrow. Finally. So anyway, that's all for this weekly Blaze. I recorded way longer than I thought. How has it been 24 minutes already? Okay, I guess this weekly Blaze is actually decently long then. So anyways, that's all for this one. I will be back potentially next week if Nintendo Direct gets announced. If not, the week after. So anyways, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.